let's talk about property taxes. I know this might not be a super interesting or sexy topic, but it's something that every single homeowner will have to deal with at some point in time when they purchase a house. If you're a homeowner here in Houston, you've probably received your property tax valuation letter in the mail. Now, they also do put a market value on there, but I want to caution you on relying on either of these numbers for what your house is worth. Remember, these people have not gone inside your home. They're purely basing it off of where is it located, what is the zip code, how many square foot is it, and while these things are certainly part of figuring out what a house is worth, they don't tell the whole story. At the end of the day, we all know that the government wants to get as much money from taxes as they possibly can. As a homeowner, you have the ability to protest your property taxes. So the way that you protest your taxes is different depending upon where you live in the Houston area or in Texas. So for example, let's take Harris County, which is the largest county here in the Houston area. There's a few different ways that you can go about it. You can go in person, or you can choose to electronically file like I did. Harris County has the ability for you to I-file your protest. That just means you can do it electronically. So there's a website you can go to, you get an I-file number, you put it in, and then you have the ability to explain why you think your property may or may not be worth what they have stated that it is on that property tax letter. As an example, last year I protested my taxes, and within a few weeks of protesting, I got an email back that said, hey, we agree with you, your house is worth the amount that you put in your protest, so that's gonna be your official property tax number. So what I recommend that you do is get a few comps. These are comparable properties that are as similar as possible to your home, and then use that to help you figure out what a property is worth. This is actually what I do for my clients whenever I perform a CMA or a market analysis or a home valuation. Basically, those are all the same words for figuring out what a property is worth for market value based on what other homes are selling for. And I use those sold figures or what they sold for to help us figure out what your property is worth. For the purposes of property taxes, hey Max, for the purposes of property taxes, we don't necessarily care what it would sell for on the open market. That is a different number. That would be called market value. There are certainly instances where you might have to go in front of somebody and give your reasoning and explain it. And the main thing to remember is if 3 or 4 or 5 other properties are selling for a certain price and yours is very similar to those properties, then yours should be priced or valued at very similar to what those properties are priced or valued at. If you need help figuring out what your property is worth, send me a message and give me your address and I can run that analysis. Then typically just finding the comps that I can and providing that to you should be all that you need in order to successfully protest your taxes. Hopefully you found this video informative. We will see you guys on the next one.